Y'all, it's SheRea. What's up? Back with another video. Welcome to 2023, y'all. This is going to be an amazing year. I'm going to put out good vibes and good juju for all of us. That this is going to be the best year of our lives, and I can't wait to see all the success stories that we all have this year because it's going to be lit. As you can see from the title, today we'll be talking about the best skincare of 2022. Of course, specifically for dark skin, black skin, that's what I have. All of these recommendations can work for any skin type, skin tone, but I do want to create content for black and brown people because there's just not enough of us on here. And I think there's this misconception because black don't crack and brown don't go down. That's another thing I just thought of it. Because black don't crack and brown don't go down, that we don't have to take care of our skin, that the melanin in our skin is somehow going to protect us from wrinkles, fine lines, aging, all of that. Even though the melanin does protect us a little bit, it's not enough. And we still have to do some things to maintain beautiful skin. If you are new here and you've never seen my face, but you like my face, definitely be sure to subscribe so you can stick around. Give this video a thumbs up. A like goes such a long way to support my channel. Everything that I mentioned today will be linked down below. I'm not pressuring you to buy. You don't have to buy anything. But if you are going to buy it anyway, because you have a problem like I do, clicking my links and purchasing through my links helps me so much. It gives me a little kickback at no cost to you, but most importantly, it lets these brands know that I'm putting you on, I'm giving you the tea, and I'm that girl, okay? Anyway, enough long talking, let's get into it. I'm going to, as best I can, go into skin application order. I do have a video on how to build a skincare routine. If you haven't seen that video, you can definitely check it out in the cards. I'm also going to mention luxury skincare. I'm going to mention affordable skincare. I use both of them, all the price points. I also use skincare from the West and the East. There's going to be, of course, American options in here, as well as some Korean and Japanese options as well. I'm an equal opportunity skincare kind of gal, so this is going to be all of my favorites, my top favorites in every category. So let's start with cleansing balms, and it's gonna be no surprise. I've talked about this brand enough on my channel. They need to run me a check, quite frankly. This is the Elemis Cleansing Balm. This is what it looks like. It's really bright, so I don't think you're going to be able to see it very well, but I will link it down below. It has an amazing texture, almost like melted grease, and that sounds really disgusting, but it's the most luxurious grease, balm, shea butter, oil blend you've ever experienced. And it melts your makeup like a dream. It makes you feel like you've got a BBL in Dubai. It's just so amazing. It's expensive. I'm not gonna hold you. It is expensive, but it will be on sale on January 19th at Ulta. Ulta is currently running their Love Your Skin event, and the balm will be on sale on January 19th. If you haven't seen my video going over all the deals, you can definitely click the link right here in the cards and check it out. It'll also be linked down below. Elemis Murad Fresh will be on sale. You may have missed some of the sales already, but definitely click the link and watch the video for more deals. I've tried a lot of cleansing balms this year, and I've loved a lot of cleansing balms, but this is my absolute favorite of the year. It's definitely worth the full price, but like I said, you can catch it on sale. Hopefully you see this video before the sale passes by, but again, if not, still jump on this. It's so damn good. Now let's go into the best cleanser, or the best second cleanser of the year. This one was really hard because there's a lot of cleansers that I love this year. I've just tried really good skincare. I've improved my skin. I've faded hyperpigmentation. I'm working on the things that I don't really necessarily love about my skin, and I'm making them better. So this was really tough. But I would say, and I don't have it with me, but I do have a jumbo size on the way, and it is the Fresh Fresh Soy Cleanser. Funny thing about it, I actually don't like the scent of that product. I wish it had another scent or was completely unscented, because I do not like that like cucumber scent. It's not a fave of mine at all, but the product itself is so good that I have to make an exception. The Fresh Soy Cleanser is the cleansers of cleansers. It is not cheap. It's definitely regular price, $40 for 5 ounces, but it's often on sale. And like I said, it's worth the full price. It's so good, so moisturizing, while also cleaning the skin. The texture is top notch. When I say this is a top recommendation, it's a top recommendation. I've sang the praises of it before on my channel, and I stand on that. I said what I said, and it's amazing. Now this toner is empty because it is so good. I talked about this toner in my top 5 toners video. If you haven't seen my video on my top 5 hydrating toners, you definitely should check it out in the cards, because this is a heavy hitter. This was another category where I wanted to be like all of them, buy all of them, but I had to choose. And if I had to choose my top, probably the most moisturizing, it would be the CosRx Propolis Synergy Toner. It's usually yellow, but she all gone. She's in my empty pile. This is so freaking good. When I say moisture, I mean moisture. If you have oily skin, you can use this by itself without a moisturizer, and your skin is going to feel moisturized, especially if you layer up. So sometimes I'll apply like multiple layers of a toner. I'll go in first with my first layer, allow it to dry down for like 30 seconds to a minute, go in with a second layer, even a third layer, and that's how you really get that plumpness in your skin. And once you do that with this, you don't even need a moisturizer. That's how moisturizing it is. It has honey in it, propolis, all moisturizing, humectant type of ingredients that's going to keep your skin nice and soft. This number 1. This is good. So amazing. Now let's go into essences. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. It's SK2, baby. It's SK2, baby. I already have a video singing the praises of SK2 in my expensive products that are worth the money. If you haven't seen that video, definitely recommend that you check it out, because I still stand by SK2. Like I always say when I mention this, I don't know how it works, but I know that it works. And the only reason it's not like down here is because I'm trying a dupe. It's not a dupe, but we're making it work. So I'm taking a break from SK2 to try the dupe, but ain't nothing like her. And she is expensive, but like I've said before, you can get her on a discount if you purchase her directly from Asia versus going to Sephora. This was like $120. Usually this size is like $180, something like that. So you can save a lot of money on it. I think it's probably even more. You could save like almost $100. It's definitely a savings. It's not a cheap product, but it's an amazing product, and I highly recommend it. I've been talking about it all year, and I'll keep talking about it. I also mentioned it in my favorites video. If you haven't seen my favorites playlist, I will link all my favorites of the year right here, so you can see some other products that I still recommend, highly rave about, but I had to get the top of the top, you know what I mean? So let's go into retinoids. You may know them as retinol or retinal or retinaldehyde or retinoic acid or tretinoin. All of these things are retinoids. All of these ingredients fall under the, I was like, what is the word? All of these ingredients fall under the larger umbrella that is a retinoid. So my favorite retinoid product is actually a retinol product, and it is the retinol plus niacinamide youth serum from Youth to the People. I have mentioned this in a favorites video as well. All of these products, almost all of these products were in my favorites. So if you've been keeping up with me all year, none of these products should be a surprise. This is expensive. This is like $60 for 1 ounce. Really expensive. Super ridiculous. But amazing. My skin looks so good. My skin looks so clear. And I've been using this for the last 2 or 3 months. I just love this. I really do. This is an excellent retinol that you can find on the ground. There are some other retinoids that I plan to try this year, but for 2022, this is my favorite. This was my go-to retinoid. Retinoid is going to help with anti-aging or well aging, helping to keep the skin nice and clear. The answer is yes. This has never irritated my skin, never made my skin get crazy. I don't use it on my neck because it's too strong for my neck, and my neck is always going through it. I actually might see a dermatologist this year to figure out what's going on with my neck, because I think I actually might have eczema on my neck. But I mean, as I get older, it's always something. Like, I was not sensitive in my youth, and now as I'm in my 30s, my body is just like, okay, so Miley, what's good? You know what I mean? But yes, love this so much. My favorite moisturizer of the year, unfortunately, I don't have any of it, and I used it all up. But I did mention this in my January and February favorites, and it's the Unique Vitamin. Let me get the names, because y'all know the names be naming. It's the Propolis Vitamin Sleeping Mask from Unique. It's like a $10 moisturizer. Even though it's called a sleeping pack, that just means it's a thick moisturizer. And this one, y'all, super duper moisturizing. I still miss it. I want to repurchase it, but I can't because I got like 20 moisturizers. But when I say just amazing, 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 it is such a good time. Like the CosRX toner, it does have propolis in it, which is super hydrating. Talk about plump, supple skin. I wish I had more of it, but I used it all up, and I miss her to this day, but I highly recommend her. Let's talk about acne treatments. I don't really suffer regularly from acne, but like I always say, none of us are above getting acne. None of us are exempt from what life be doing to us. But I did love the Peace Out acne healing dots. I'm pretty sure you've heard about these. I picked these up last Black Friday. I picked up like the jumbo pack that had like 60. This is my very last pack, so it has lasted me well over a year. I've gone through all those 60 dots, and these are my favorite. I've tried the ones from CosRX. Are those the only ones I've tried? I think I tried only the ones from CosRX, and I upgraded to these, which is like one of the most expensive on the market, but they're so worth it. Most of them are just hydrocolloid, but these are actually lined with or infused with salicylic acid, which is going to actually treat the acne. This only works with pimples that have actually come to a head. So if you have acne under the skin, this is not going to work for that. This works for acne that comes above the skin that has like a whitehead, and you put this on instead of popping it like a lot of us have done. You don't want to pop your pimples. It can spread the bacteria, and also it can just lead to hyperpigmentation. People like me, regardless if I pop a pimple or not, it's going to leave a mark. But just for being good, for goodness sake, I try not to pop my pimples, and I use this instead. So I just put it on my pimple overnight, and by the next day, this patch sucks. This is so gross. Sucks the grossness out of the pimple and flattens the area. So it really just helps to get rid of acne as quickly as possible. Like I said, it's not affordable, but amazing. And they're always on sale. I think I picked these up for like 30% off, but worth full price, so dang good. Of course, the most important part of a skincare routine, sunscreen. I loved a lot of sunscreen this year. I definitely want to do a video on the best sunscreen for dark skin that I've kind of experienced over the last year. If that's something that you're interested in seeing, definitely give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It'll let me know that you want to see that content. Even though I loved a lot of sunscreen, this one has to be my favorite because it's actually my second tube. It's the only sunscreen I think that I've actually tried it and repurchased it, and I want to get another tube of it because I love it. It's the Biore UV Watery Essence. It literally applies like a serum. It doesn't sting my eyes like most sunscreens do. It doesn't peel up. It works under makeup. It can also be applied all day. You know, some sunscreens, the first layer is cute, but by the time you build it up to the second, third, fourth application, because you need to reapply your sunscreen, it starts to peel, it starts to look cakey, it starts to turn you white. This doesn't do that. It always sinks into the skin. Perfect for oily skin people. It's not super rich, it's not greasy. It works for every skin type. If you have dry skin, you may want to put a moisturizer underneath depending on your skin type and your concerns. but I use this with moisturizer, without, and it doesn't make me dry, doesn't do anything funky to my skin. Like, this one is almost done. I'm only keeping it because I'm considering doing that sunscreen video, so I'm keeping it around. But I've been wanting to just use this up all the time. It's just so dang good. I love it so much. And lastly, it's an oil or a sealant, and this should be no surprise to you. It is a CeraVe Healing Ointment. I've talked about this in a favorites video as well. Is it even focusing? It's the constant disrespect for me. Here we go. Boom. It's literally like grease for your face, especially if you have irritation. Like, often, like I said, my neck will get irritated. I will put this on my neck to help to keep the moisture in, so that my moisturizing, hydrating products can work and work to treat my neck, if that makes sense. So like, I'll go in with the snail mucin, and then I can layer something like this on top to seal this in, so this works even more. This is really good. People use it for slugging. Slugging is just applying this all over your face, again, to keep the moisture in, especially if you have dry skin. I haven't used this in several months at this point, but I always have it. I've went through an entire tube of it. This is my second tube. This tube was sent to me by CeraVe. Thank you, CeraVe, for re-upping me on this. I haven't used it because I've been working on some other like oils and stuff that I do have, but this is always going to be in my stash. I love this so much. You can use it on those dry ass heels as well. You can use it on those dry elbows, on your lips. I had a subscriber of mine, somebody in the Insider Tea, she had really cracked lips. I recommended her using this on her lips. She was like, girl, chapped lips be gone. Like, that's how powerful this stuff is. It's so freaking good. But that's it, y'all. These are my top skincare products of 2022. If you have any skincare favorites that you loved in 2022, definitely let me know. I would love to know. Chime in. Maybe I will try them this year. I mean, why not, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. Be well until next time, and I wish you beautiful glass skin. Peace. Bye, y'all.